Welcome to Project Possible. This is Jito David. And today's topic is, as a foreign investor or as an overseas investor, what all things you need to know before investing into property in UK. Now, there are 7 things which I'm going to cover in today's video. The first one is your budget. It's very important that before you start thinking of investing in UK, you need to know what's your budget. What are you planning for? Now, the average price in UK in today's state is roughly around 300,000. And if you're investing somewhere in London, then it will be around 400 to 500,000. So it depends where you're investing. So very important, you plan your budget. Now, one thing which very closely aligned to your budget is the mortgage, which is nothing but a loan on your property. Now, in UK, for UK citizens, the mortgage is up to 75% loan to value when you are doing an investment property. Now, for overseas investors, there are very selective lenders who are willing to give you a loan or a mortgage on your investment property, and that will vary between 50 to 60% loan to value. That means a value of your property which you are purchasing. So keep that in mind. You need to work on your budget before you go into an investment in the UK. The second aspect is the tax. Now, there is something known as stamp duty. So whenever you are buying a property, let it be a UK resident or an overseas investor, whenever you are buying a property, you have to pay a stamp duty, which comes with a table, and there are certain percentage depending on the value of the property. Now, as a overseas investor, you have to pay an extra 2% on top of what a UK citizen pays. That is an extra 2% surcharge is one of the tax which you have to contribute. So keep that in mind. The third thing is, once you have purchased the property and you have let the property out and your tenant starts paying a rental income, what your letting agent will do, they will deduct 20% of the rent and give it to the HMRC, which is the revenue department, as a tax. Now, there is something known as a non-resident scheme, wherein you can fill a form which is known as NRO1 form, and that will allow you to kind of not have to pay the tax at source, but depending on throughout the year what profit and loss you make as a company from the rent, then you can pay the tax. The same form how a UK resident pays the tax on a rental income. So that's one of the way to do it. Now, the fourth thing is, which you need to understand, is you need to appoint a UK-based solicitor who will help you with the entire process of purchasing the property and completing and handing over the keys to you. Now, this solicitor will do all the checks, what's important on the property, make sure the title is clear, there's no liabilities, there's no problem with the property. And also they will work very closely with you, with the bankers, with the lenders, with also the seller, which might be a builder or an individual, and the seller solicitor. And that person will be the kind of a center of all this transaction. Okay, so you need to make sure that you have a very good solicitor team working on your property investment in UK. Then comes the fifth point, which a lot of people miss on it. Now, this is the currency fluctuation or the exchange rate. So when you are doing an investment into UK, like depending on the day you're investing, the amount you're investing, you can easily make a kind of a difference of 10 to 15%. So very important that you keep an eye on the exchange rate. The sixth point, what is the goal? What is the purpose of investing into UK? Now, for some people, it is cash flow. Now, if it is a cash flow, which is your focus, your primary focus of investing, then remember, if you're investing in London, that will give you a 4-5% return on investment. If you are investing somewhere in North, for example, Liverpool and Manchester, that might give you over 10%. In some cases, 12-15% return on investment. So from a cash flow point of view, you know that you have to go towards North rather than places like London. But when it comes to capital appreciation, that might be your goal. then in that case, definitely London always has highest capital appreciation globally. So London will be your place of investment. North and those places, comparatively, it is less when it comes to capital appreciation. So keep that in mind. The seventh, which is an extra bonus point for you, that is a special purpose vehicle route. So if we are focusing on capital appreciation or cash flow, you can decide that you want to do a special purpose vehicle route, which is commonly known as SPV, or you can also invest as an individual investor as well. So you can make your choices. Now, what I want to say is, this is not at all a professional advice. Please do contact your independent financial advisor, an accountant, or a solicitor, and share your personal circumstance. Okay, and you should get a tailored advice for your individual circumstance. Now, at Project Possible, we have our monthly live event wherein we invite experts and they give a complete information absolutely free from their experience, and they are specialized. Okay, and in that event, you have an opportunity to ask live Q&A questions to the experts, and they will answer your questions. But meanwhile, if you have a question right now, place it in the comment section. We will share with our experts and try our best to get the answers for you. And if you have a top tip, if you have an overseas investor, you have some good experiences or some bad experiences, please do share in the comment section. So people who are watching this video will benefit from that. Now, if you have benefited from this video, please do like and share with your family, friends, people who know, who you know that they will benefit from this video. And we also have an option for a discovery call for 30 minutes, wherein you can reach out to us with specific questions or something to do with property, and we can go through in that discovery call. Okay, so on that note, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and do subscribe if you are yet to subscribe our channel. Thank you.